Please tell me how I can meet you without the police knowing. And when we meet, we can confirm our identities by showing our Shinigami to each other.
Shinigami?
He's a liability if I don't do something about him quickly.
Oh my god.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to episode 12 of Death Note, Love. Aw.
Yeah, not quite the title I'd expect going in, considering we just learned about a new Death Note user named Misa who has Shinigami eyes and kills innocent people. But maybe it's love between the two Kiras. What are your thoughts entering this episode?
I'm not hoping they'll meet because I know it's going to be really bad, but I also think it's going to be really interesting. I'm happy for Ryuk.
Yeah, Ryuk is going to be quite entertained. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for Death Note reactions every Thursday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have these episodes available on Patreon in their extended uncut forms right now, so check out the link in the description below to see those, and support us as creators, ask us questions after every episode, and give us creative input on the channel as a whole, so make sure to check it out to join the community on there. Are we excited for episode 12 of Death Note?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
All right, episode 12, Love.
Light, Ryuzaki has decided that he'd like you to help with the investigation. If you're still interested, then you need to come here right away.
Okay, Dad. All along, I've been trying to find a way to get involved in the investigation, but I never thought they would actually approach me. Now I'll have access to classified information about the case, which means I can learn more about this other Kira. I need to figure out what this imposter is all about before someone else on the task force beats me to it.
Thank you, Light.
Not at all. After all, I want to
That's
catch
like a
Kira as much
perfect
as you
alibi
do,
for
Yuga.
him.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask that you call me Ryuzaki here.
I'm Matsui.
I'm Aihara. And I'm Asahi.
Yes, of course. Then perhaps I should call myself Light Asahi?
Yes, please do. To keep things simple from this point on, I'll call you Light. Okay, let's get down to work. You can start by looking over all the information we've collected.
All right,
I'd
they're on the
also
same
like you
team.
to examine these videos. They were sent to the TV station but were never aired. For security reasons, you're not permitted to take notes, and all materials must remain here. We will begin now.
Light.
Well then, we need to ask Light Yagami to assist us. However, we cannot tell him that we're considering the possibility of a second Kira.
This is
Are
the
you
kicker
serious?
here.
But wouldn't that make working together a bit difficult?
He's right. Why even bother asking him to work
Yeah, they're
with
all
us?
going to be lying, including his
Well, I
dad.
didn't mean indefinitely.
Well, that's just so many lies to
I'm
keep
curious to see what
track
his
of, you
impression
know?
these tapes will be prior to knowing ours. Light's deductive reasoning is really quite incredible. He may suspect that these tapes are the work of a second Kira, an imposter, or copycat imitating the original.
But the basis for the second Kira theory is that the victims of these recent killings were minor criminals who don't fit the normal profile. Without hearing our explanation, how would Light ever know that?
Yes, but there's more to it than that. The suspect that we've been pursuing up until now has needed both a name and a face to kill his victims. But there is something different happening here. Recall that Mr. Ukita was killed the moment he arrived at the station. And this Kira demanded only that I appear on TV, but made no request for my name. This implies that the second Kira only needs to see a person's face to kill them. So I'll ask Light to look over all of our information, as well as our video evidence. If he comes to the conclusion that there could be a second suspect, then he'd be almost completely cleared of suspicion in this case.
Are you sure about that?
But if he doesn't and tries to like make it
Logically, if
a
he's really Kira,
like an
he'll want me
alibi.
dead, seeing as I'm the one leading the investigation against him right now. And the way things are going, if I comply with this new subject's demands and appear on TV in 3 days, there's a very good chance I will die. I can't see the real Kira jeopardizing such an easy opportunity to get rid of me.
Okay, but are you suggesting that if my son does not come to the same conclusion, there's an even greater chance that he is
I
guilty?
think he will.
No. In that case,
I think Light will come to the same conclusion. I think he's going to pretend to figure out that there are two of them.
Yeah.
Because
he'll know that Light will think he's more suspicious if he doesn't figure out that there's two with the information he's given.
Exactly.
What we need to remember is Light is pretty much L when it comes to analyzing things.
Yeah.
So L did say it would clear him if he did say that there were two.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, there will still only be a 5% chance. We'll inform him that we are investigating the possibility of a copycat and have him cooperate with us as planned.
Now that you've seen proof of my
Okay.
powers,
Okay, that seems fine.
believing that I am Kira. On the designated
This video is so mediocre. It's making me sick to my stomach. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm the real one. It seems unusual that no one bothered to explain this video to me. It's not like them. Well, in any case, I'd be stupid to comment on it. It's probably best if I say nothing. If I just leave it alone, Elle dies.
So, what do you make of this, Light?
Oh,
Have
well,
you
I
come
guess,
to any
yeah.
conclusions?
Damn, it's a test. It's hard to say for sure, but there might be another person out there with Kira's power.
With Kira's power?
Oh my god.
But what do you mean by that, Light?
At the very least, I'd
That
say
was
this
so
tape was
smart.
not created by the Kira we're familiar with. It's extremely out of character for him to use these kinds of victims for his killings.
Wow.
And since we've
Brilliant.
established that he needs a name and face to kill, it makes you wonder how he was able to kill that detective and those two officers right outside the television station like that.
Oh my god.
It's the same. That's almost exactly how Ryozaki said it.
That was incredible, Light. Now any doubts
Let's
about you should
go.
be resolved.
Are you sure about that?
I think you're exactly
And I was
right
gonna be
about
like-
that. We also believe that this is the work of a second Kira.
Damn it, it's a test.
So you
Just
knew
by the
about this
look.
all along, Ryuzaki? Which means this was just another one of your tests?
It wasn't my intention to test you. The truth is, if I was the only
But
one
maybe
who
he's
thought there
cleared.
was a second Kira, it wouldn't be too convincing. But the fact that we both came to the same conclusion makes the theory that much more believable. As expected, you did not disappoint us. You've been a great help.
All right.
It's decided then. First, we must focus on stopping this copycat. From what we've seen, he sympathizes with the real Kira, but clearly lacks his sophistication. I think he might even be willing to obey the original. If so, we could lure him into a trap by sending our own message from the real Kira.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You literally took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, and Light, I would like you to play the part of the real Kira.
Huh? Me as Kira?
Yep.
Yes, you're the only one I can think of.
No,
who
I
you
couldn't
would
do
also
that.
pass off. At
Me?
any rate,
How would I
time
do
to
it?
waste. Do you think you could script a message from Kira in time for it to be aired on this evening's national news?
Oh my god.
He must have been planning this from the beginning. It's the only reason I'm here. Ryuzaki,
And it's gonna
does this
sound
look okay?
exactly like some of the other messages.
Does this look okay? The way he
I
holds
think you've
things.
done an excellent job with this. However, if we don't omit the part that says you're free to kill L, then I'm gonna end up dead.
Sorry, I guess I got carried away playing the part. I figured if I was him, I'd probably demand that you be killed. I was improvising. Feel free to change
my
it to
God.
whatever you like.
Sounds good.
Okay,
The script is ready. I'll leave it to you.
All right.
Another Walter White moment.
literally. Love the show.
Wow.
Sakura TV only a few days ago, an anonymous individual has contacted us claiming to be the real Kira. In short, he has demanded of this network, as well as several others, that we air the message you are now about to see. I would also like to
doing
mention
it
that
again.
the NPA has granted us permission to air this video. Is this the real Kira? No one knows for sure.
Oh, it's
But
a
we can
different
only
one. No,
hope
this is the
video
fake
will
one that they-
provide us with some much
The
needed
fake one.
answers.
This is the one Light and them just made.
Right.
It worked! I knew he'd answer me!
The true Kira, the one who was broadcast on Sakura TV several days ago, is a pretender, a fake. The purpose of this message is to communicate my will to this imposter. I have chosen to be lenient with him for the time being, only because I believe he
Whoa.
wishes to cooperate with me in the creation of a new world. But I want to make it absolutely clear that the taking of innocent lives is against my will. If this person claiming to be me is truly sympathetic to my cause and wishes to be of some help, I ask two things of him: that he refrain from killing aimlessly, and that
Christian?
he agree to abide by my basic principles.
Yay! Now where is that camcorder?
What are you planning to do?
Hello? Do you really need to ask? I'm going to reply to him, of course.
Ryuzaki, we have a reply.
Oh my god.
What?
Whoa.
Really?
I'll be bringing
This is getting crazy.
tape that we received, but in the meantime, I'm streaming a copy of the video so you can view it on your end.
Kira, thank you for your reply. Please do not worry. I will follow orders and do as you say.
Whoa, it worked.
I will do as you say,
Whoa.
huh? This guy's gonna be no help at all. If this fake had any idea what my wishes were, he'd insist that Elle appear on TV and then kill him anyway. How could you fall for something like this? Damn it.
I really want to meet you. I don't think you have the eyes. But you don't have to worry. I would never try to kill you. That's a promise.
What the hell is he thinking? Talking about Shinigami eyes in a public message like this.
What's this having the
Oh
eyes
my
supposed
God.
to mean? Is it a code?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Please tell me how I can meet you without the police knowing. You'll think of something, and when we meet, we can confirm our identities by showing our Shinigami to each other.
Shinigami? He's a liability. If I don't do something about him quickly.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Ryuzaki!
Whoa.
You
Is he
good?
okay?
Maybe it was like a eureka moment.
Yeah.
Am I supposed
Like apples.
to believe that Shinigami actually exist?
Oh, okay. Wow. Wow.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Okay.
She just revealed everything.
Oh my god, and he's gonna have to figure out on the fly how to reply and like how to look like he's trying to figure out what that could mean.
Yeah, but not
while
give
also
away
not
anything.
revealing because he's the only one who would know like
And you know what
actual
the issue
info.
is? He has shown that he has very good deductive reasoning abilities, so if he intentionally isn't, it'll be
That's
obvious.
suspicious
So he
also.
has to figure it out for them. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, she's basically light with zero planning.
Just super impulsive.
Just, okay, you don't have the eyes.
Here, we're gonna broadcast.
And freaking Elle having an aneurysm.
Oh my god.
Almost literally. Like,
that was wild.
oh my god. She is a loose cannon with the information. That's the thing. Light said was like, I need to get rid of her before she tells everything.
Yeah.
Saying Shinigami is wild.
Unbelievable. Although by invoking something that is known as like a fairy tale creature or like a kid's story, that to Light is like, oh my god, they know everything. To everyone else hearing that, it's like, wow, they're crazy.
No, it's not.
Really?
Because what was in the coded message that Kira gave to Elle to throw him off as a joke, and it was, did you know Shinigami love apples?
Oh,
so
fuck.
both of them have now mentioned Shinigami by name. So now Elle knows. When
right.
she said Shinigami to Elle, that literally
That,
he was like
all the pieces came together.
just fused, and the eyes, like,
wow.
That's gonna be the part that he's a little bit stuck on. Well, maybe that allows the difference between the face. That's what I'll discover. But
Yeah.
the way that he's gonna be able to go through information now, so unexpected.
Yeah, seriously.
Dang. Even if you do not actually possess the death note, the effect will be the same if you recognize the person. Oh. If you do not actually possess the death note, the effect will be the same if you recognize the person. Okay.
Shinigami? Am I supposed to believe that? That Shinigami actually exist?
That's impossible.
Yeah, what is he gonna
Obviously,
think of
they
this?
don't exist.
Yes, that's right, Ryuzaki.
One standing
Listen
right
yourself.
there.
Of course Shinigami don't exist.
You're probably right, but I remember that Kira had those prisoners write something suggesting the existence of Shinigami.
So based on that fact, perhaps we're dealing with the same person after all. That would definitely explain why we're hearing the same words.
I don't think
Nope,
so.
same power
because
system.
If this was the same person,
He's gonna have to.
it's highly unlikely he would have responded to our video in the first place. And why would he agree to let Elle live after going to all the trouble of getting him to appear on TV? The real Kira wants
He's
him
gonna be
dead.
like, this isn't the real
Doesn't
one.
make sense.
And maybe there's some other connection between the real one and this new guy. They could have already met and decided to use the word Shinigami as a way to confuse
Elle
us.
is so
No,
suspicious
I'd say
right
that's
now.
unlikely. It's as Light says. If the two Kiras were connected, I don't think the imposter would be so willing to give up on his plan to kill me. All of this suggests to me that the copycat has his own agenda and is acting independently of the first. I believe his actual motivation is to meet the original.
I think you're right. He's acting out of an interest in Kira. The word Shinigami could very well be some reference to their killing power. Saying we can confirm our identities by showing our Shinigami to each other probably means that they'd confirm their identities by somehow demonstrating their ability to kill.
Yes, that's it. Based on their messages, we can assume that the word Shinigami must hold some other meaning that only the real Kira and the second Kira are aware of. Now we just need to convince this copycat to tell us what that is.
So will you respond and force him to be more specific? We have to be careful how we handle this. We can't make it too obvious that we're asking, otherwise he'll realize we're not Kira.
No, from now on, it's
This is so crazy.
What do you mean?
I imagine that the second Kira is probably quite satisfied with the current situation now that he's received a televised response. He sent a message to get Kira's attention, and as far as he knows, he now has it. Also, there's that word he used, one that only the two of them would understand.
I love the way
We'll
Elle
arrange to have
speaks.
this reply broadcast today on Sakura's 6 o'clock news. If I were Kira himself, my priority would be to prevent this imposter from coming into contact with the police. For one, he might reveal more information that he knows Kira once kept secret. And what would be more interesting is if Kira sends a message of his own to prevent this from happening. Ideally, this could provide us with physical evidence we'll need to build a case against him. In the meantime, let's gather all the information we can on this copycat.
I feel like they're going to run into an issue if the police and the group that includes Elle and Light are sending messages as Kira, but then the actual Kira isn't sending messages at all.
Oh, that's good. Yes. Beautiful. Just
Is
like
this
that.
Misa?
Perfect. I'm telling you, these are gonna knock them dead. You look like a little angel, Misa.
Knock him dead.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Yep, that's
that
a good
shoot
one.
went on forever. Modeling takes a lot of energy. Hey, Rem.
Huh?
Can I ask you something?
Rem.
What is it?
Each Shinigami has to have one death note of their own. For a Shinigami to give a notebook to a human, he needs to have two. Ryu could give a death note to Kira because he somehow found a way to sneak an extra one past the Shinigami King.
Right.
Whoa.
What about you?
Oh,
the
shit.
Shinigami King isn't someone who's
She knew
easily
Ryu's
fooled.
name.
It doesn't happen often.
Oh, then how did I get mine?
Let's just say it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm one of the few in the Shinigami realm who knows how to kill another of my kind. That's how I ended up with two.
Oh, I think I get it.
Oh, shit.
You killed a Shinigami and then you gave his notebook to me, right?
It's not like that. I wasn't the one who killed him. I just happened to be around when he died. It was coincidence, really.
So,
Oh, wow.
how do you kill a Shinigami? I have to know.
Never repeat this to anyone. I learned
She's
the
gonna tell
only
him?
way to kill a Shinigami is to make them fall in love with a human.
Whoa.
What?
What a beautiful way to kill.
What?
Interesting.
There once was a Shinigami named Jealous who spent all of his time watching over a certain human girl. Jealous wanted nothing more than to look at her as she went about her daily life.
Jealous.
Mm-hmm.
It's today, isn't it? Her last day alive.
She looks
Oh.
so full of life.
That's sad.
I wonder why today. It's just not fair.
I also
Well,
wanted
that's
to find
sad.
out how she was going to die, so I stayed and watched with him. It was nighttime and she was walking alone. No one else was around. And then it happened.
Oh.
A man suddenly appeared and blocked her path. He was clearly infatuated with the girl.
I love you more than anyone else in the world. I've always wanted you. I want to protect you forever.
She'd never seen the man before, and of course, turned him down.
If I can't have you, I'll kill us both!
Oh.
Wait, stop it. What are you doing? Without even thinking, Jealous did something that we Shinigami must never do.
Whoa. Stopped the reason for her death?
I have no idea.
Jealous used his death note to kill the man instantly, and therefore saved the girl's life. It was the wrong thing to do. Shinigami exist only to shorten and take human lives. We are permitted to undo that which has been fated.
So it would have made her life longer.
Yeah. So that's what killed him.
Whoa.
A Shinigami who changes fate dies. Wow.
At that moment, Jealous became something which was neither sand nor rust and disappeared forever. The only reminder of his existence was his death note, left behind.
Wow.
The rest of his lifespan was
boy.
added to
Okay.
hers. So not only had he saved her life,
Oh,
he'd
shit.
accidentally extended it well beyond its natural end.
So if he'd
How?
never
How
fallen
much
in love
longer?
with this girl,
Wait.
he'd probably still be alive
This person's
today,
still
wouldn't
alive?
That's right.
he? I had no idea. All this time I thought it was luck, but it was a Shinigami who saved my
Wow.
life that day.
Yes. Jealous loved you enough to die for you.
Wait, that's her?
So that
Oh,
death
oh.
note is now yours to keep.
Oh, it's her. And
Oh, so she can just have the Shinigami eyes because who cares if it takes half her lifespan? She already has so much extra.
Oh my god.
From happening. So what about you, Rem? You're not in love with me, are you? Be honest.
Just
Whoa.
forget it. You really think you can kill me that
Sorry for
easily?
Shinigami to die.
Oops, you saw through that? I'm so glad. At least now I have something interesting to tell Kira. But I wonder, does he know how to K-I-L-L a Shinigami? I asked him on TV to find a way for us
Why
to
are
meet
we
each
spelling?
other, but he hasn't replied to me yet. What's taking him so long? Maybe I should just send him
Oh,
another
boy.
message.
No.
Maybe not.
This isn't good.
Wow,
I can't
well,
allow this second kid to
she
act
has some
on his own
information
much
for him to
longer.
know.
He's careless, so it's only a matter of time.
It's so
before he
interesting that they're
slips up, and when he
defaulting to
does,
male
the police will
pronouns.
be waiting. With him in custody, they could find out about the death note.
Yeah, he's got to stop. Oh,
A strawberry sundae.
how did he set up this meeting?
Of course. Be right back.
What should I do? How can I contact the second kid without Elle noticing anything?
Here
How
you
is
go.
this happening?
How?
There's no way
Is this
this
coincidence?
is a coincidence. No. There's no way.
I can't wait to meet Kira.
I wonder.
Wait, no, it is.
What kind of person are you, imposter?
I wonder, what kind of person are you, Kira?
Wow.
What? No way. Just back to
Wow,
back in the
all
same
right.
restaurant?
Okay, cool.
Wow, well,
Where are you going?
To introduce myself.
Oh my god.
So this is what you meant.
Oh, she's just fucking showing up to his house?
no way. She's gonna say it's his girlfriend.
Oh my god, yeah, and he just said he had a girl.
That was episode 12 of Death Note. We learned quite a lot there.
Yeah, seriously.
Not only is there a way to kill Shinigami, but one already died and transferred his life total to Misa, and then she cut it in half to get Shinigami eyes.
Yeah.
Wow. What are your thoughts before we jump into our discussion?
One of my, not like main concerns, but something I was definitely thinking about was how is Misa's lifespan being cut in half going to impact the plot? And the answer is not at all.
Yeah, she's like immortal.
Yeah, exactly. Or if anything, it extends it.
Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and check out the Patreon linked in the description below to see these episodes early in their extended uncut forms. Our next episode, Love, will be coming out this Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions after every episode we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. All right, DK Lounge asks, what are your thoughts on the fact that Misa recklessly gave up half of her lifespan to obtain the Shinigami eyes, not knowing that Jealous's lifespan had been transferred to her own?
Okay, that's a super good point. I hadn't thought about the order of that. I mean, she's obviously someone who prioritizes getting what she wants in the short term over any long-term effects with other people and also herself. So that's pretty consistent.
I mean, I think the convention itself is fascinating. The idea of Shinigami being able to like transfer their life points like that. I think that what we're seeing is what happens when a reckless person gets a death note. And like, I feel like had this person gotten the death note and not known about Kira, this maybe wouldn't have happened. But like, it took somebody who was organized enough to have the drive and thought of Light
to
give her the idea to follow it. But that exact same logic and reasoning isn't within her to properly do it. You know
she
what I
just
mean?
kind of took the framework and ran with it.
And is running full steam ahead, wants to be best friends with Kira immediately type thing. So I think it really speaks a lot to that aspect of her. But yeah, I think it just speaks a lot to her impulsive nature, and I'm sure that's going to continue moving forward.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's go to question 2.
All right, SDH asks, what do you make of the fact that Shinigami exist only to take life, never to save it, is not just a rule, it's a fundamental fact of their existence, and that punishment for it is instant and inescapable?
Yeah, that is fascinating that it's not like it's the way Ryuk explained it. It sounded a lot like also the fact that Misa knows Ryuk's name and the story of how Ryuk has a second death note and snuck it past the Shinigami King. There's a Shinigami King. And,
yeah, surprise.
Just Lord drop there. We'll talk about that more another time. But the fact that they die instantly when they save a life is really interesting. I mean, it feels like the inverse of like a god of life dying when they kill somebody. You know?
Yeah.
So like a god of death saving somebody is like, it's interesting that that's such a taboo that they die instantly from it. And I wonder if we're going to encounter that convention anytime moving forward. Like, is Ryuk ever going to sacrifice himself for Light? I don't know.
I think it's an interesting point if you look at it through the lens of we've been talking about Shinigami being very just like removed and cold and kind of just like distant from all of the carnage going on and kind of existed only as a spectator just like for fun. But the fact that it's like they don't have the option to care kind of makes me think about that character differently, because if they're not doing something that they're not capable of or that would like literally cost them their lives, like it separates him in my mind from the guy with the dogs in Attack on Titan who was like, I just want to watch because I'm bored, versus if I don't do this I'll die. I don't know, it's just a little bit, the motivation's really important there.
Yeah, but let's go to our final question. I was gonna say something, but Mia was loud and distracted me, and I have ADHD. Anyway, let's go to our final question. All right, final question. Exhausted asks, this show loves its direct parallels, notably L and Light at the end of episode 2, and now with Misa and Light at the end of this episode. How do you foresee an encounter with Misa and Light playing out? What do you think a relationship between the two Kiras will look like? She could be an asset if won over, you know?
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily won over because she's already so like ride or die for him and the cause in general. I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like if you were to just give her a job, she would probably do it. Like, I don't see her as being the kind of person who would go against that leader who they've been idolizing for so long and like so intensely. But at the same time, I do think Light is going to be worried, and rightfully so, about her just not thinking things through and being in a situation where Light says like, okay, do this one thing, you know, and she goes and there's like, I don't know, a button or something that, I don't know, it's a trap or something, but she thinks like, oh, that he would really want me to do this, and then that's like what causes the whole blow up, and just him not being able to trust her. So I don't see that relationship going anywhere other than Light trying to manipulate her and the situation to benefit him and not incriminate him and get him more power, but that's about it.
The thing is, while she killed innocent people to send like a message and it wasn't very well planned out, I mean, Light killed innocent people to cover his ass, you know, like,
yeah, very true.
So it's every time I was like, oh my god, she mentioned Shinigami, I'm like, wait, but Light did, just in a very subversive way. But you know what, if Light hadn't mentioned Shinigami, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? It's clear that they both feel the need to be known, maybe in a sense, but she's way more overt about it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, maybe it's gonna show him, maybe I need to back off how much I'm gloating.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully. But we're gonna have to see. I mean, I say hopefully like I know who to cheer for here. There's really nobody to cheer for. But that's about it for this episode. Are we excited for episode 13 of Death Note?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.